Can we get some birthday hype in the chat for Augie, guys? Can we get some birthday hype? I want to see the birthday hype spammed. I want to get crazy. I want to get crazy. I don't know if we have cake, but if we have cake, that would be great. Also, don't go swimming in the ocean with cake. We learned that in this episode. But yeah, happy birthday, Augie. That's awesome. So, here we go, guys. I'm gonna reveal it. It's behind me. Dun dun dun. Slow turn. Slow reveal. The slow reveal. Scarlandia. Cue the Jurassic Park music. Bum 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 bum. I'm terrible at music. I failed everything. Anyway, look at that thing. Absolutely fantastic. I love looking at this thing. So you can see the cat defense force off to the side here. You got the basketball court up in the corner there. Absolutely amazing. You've got the dueling towers. Ooh, the dueling towers are like, I like the gray. It's almost like space gray. Oh, I love space gray. So amazing. Yeah. So cool. Anyway, we gotta work on the scar scraper in the center here. Excellent. Gotta work on that because, yeah, there's a lot of work to be done there. So that's good. Oh, look at the crosswalks. Look at the crosswalks. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, it's amazing. And what's this? It's like a lava pool, maybe, I guess. I guess it's a lava pool. Yeah, I guess it's a lava pool. Well, yeah, that thing's really, really cool. Anyway, we've got work to do, so let's have a quick sleep. We'll have a quick sleep. Whoa, we're just flying right in today. Woo! Wow. We just had a little bit of a thrust on the back of us on going down that staircase. Awesome. Anyways, so we've got work to do, and there's so many things to do. So I need your guys' help in trying to figure out what we're going to do today. So I'm gonna fly around. I'm gonna throw some stuff out here. I'm like making it rain.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times.
You tell me what
this
we
is
want
your
to do.
Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Regular sir, thank you so very much for the 10-month resubscription hype. That is absolutely amazing. I didn't see that tree coming. All hail the charged creeper cat. Sorry, I mean all hail Scar. Ooh, am I the charged creeper cat now? Oh, that'd be amazing.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Charged creeper cat. But rip that cat, by the way, the one who got hit by lightning. Jeez Louise. Rum soaked chicken. Thank you so much for the 6th month resubscription. Very, very much appreciated. Your name always cracks me up. I love it. Anyway, thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Can we get some double resubscription hype in the chat? Okay, back to not dying. Not dying. There we go. There we go. Now we're up and rolling. So here's some of the things we can work on. We can work on our roads, maybe work on the tunnels. So that's an option. We can work on the landscaping below us. We have so many things. So we can work on the landscaping below us, or we could go into the deep dark nethers and start working on the nether tunnel, you know, finishing out the nether tunnel, which I'm kind of leaning towards. Or we could go to the community area, which we're already on our way there, because I do have to show you something. I've got so much to work on. I got so much to show you guys. It's just crazy. I'm trying to get as much done as possible. Time is money. Time is money. We got to get a lot of work done in a short amount of time. And this is one of the things that we've got to get done relatively soon here. And so one thing I've done around here is I've kind of built up the circle. It's a very loose circle, as you can tell. I don't want it to be very symmetrical. I want it to have a little bit of variation to it. So we'll fly up to this cake, which is still here. And what we can do is, of course, you know, why, hello there. Where did you all come from? Anyway, we can work on this. So there's so many opportunities for things to do.
My birthday tomorrow, Scar, D, and I will be 25.
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. So I will wish you a happy birthday tomorrow, because definitely going to stream tomorrow. But by the way, happy early birthday to you. Happy early birthday. Thank you so much for the bits. I'm a dodging. I'm a weaving. Very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. So I want you guys in the chat, of all the things that I said today, throw it in there. Let me know what you guys want to see. We have so many things. I love cats. Welcome to the stream. Christmas Mouse. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Paper Cat. I see you there. Welcome, welcome. So what do you guys want to see? I'm seeing a little nether tunnel action. So I see that. I see that. Also, we need to build a bridge in the nether tunnel. That's something we also need to work on. So many things. So many things. So little time. Let's see. Work on the roads to tunnels. Okay, okay. You know what? Okay, wait. I have to ask. Is it tunnel, Nether tunnel, or Scar City tunnel? Nether tunnel or Scar City tunnel? Because I'm seeing a lot of tunnel action. It could be the Nether tunnel, or it could be the Scar City tunnels. That's a good question. I'm leaning towards it being the Nether tunnels, right? I'm leaning towards the Nether tunnels. That's what you guys are thinking? I'm feeling it. Let's see. I love cats, but I'm allergic to them. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. My friend is a little bit allergic. He has 4 cats. He's kind of allergic to them too. So I feel you there.
That ruined kingdom needs a dragon attacking it.
That is true, Augie. That is true. That is true. That would be pretty cool. So I'm seeing some Scar City tunnel. Okay, Nether tunnel. Okay, how about this? How about this? We need to do one project that I completely forgot to talk about. And that is the bridge that connects the Nether portal to the walkway around it. So let's get started with that. And after we finish that, which is a relatively small project, once we wrap that up, and then we're gonna figure out which tunnel to work on. I forgot, I actually have to do this. I'm always good at remembering things. Wait, do I have black concrete? Okay, black concrete, but the black wool. Need black wool. Perfect, beautiful. All right, off we are, my friends. Off we are to the Nether. Definitely not scary. I turned up my monitor brightness so I can actually see in the Nether, which is super great. No procrastinating over the skyscraper. Oh, I still have no idea what I'm gonna do for the skyscraper. I have ideas, but none of them are working. When the day that the skyscraper works, it is gonna be a great day. A storage room. I have a storage room. It was the cave. Didn't you see the storage room? It was amazing. It's amazing, like really well thought out organization. Even a couple fun little decorations around the edges, like we got the heads up on the walls. It's great. You've seen pictures. You love it. Alrighty, my friends. Let's get busy. So we're gonna build this real quickly because I've been saying I'm gonna do this for a long time and I keep forgetting. So we're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna turn my monitor brightness up just a little bit, my friends, because it's hard to see in the Nether with my stream lights on. That barely helped, but that's okay. There we go. Monitor at 100% brightness. Still can't see a thing. Whoa. When you open up the inventory, it's so bright. Like that grayish, whitish, like is super, super bright. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, we're gonna build this all the way across. So let's get going. If you guys have any Q&A questions, you can always go hashtag Q&A Scar in the chat. I love to hear from you guys. What you have on your mind. Anything fun. So, well, you're thinking of cool and exciting ideas for questions and Q&As.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Barry as well, thank you so very much for the 2-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? Very much appreciated, my friend. And that reminds me to remind you all that next weekend on the checking calendars, the 11th. So on the 11th, definitely sign up for the mini games. So if you're in the Discord, so if you're a subscriber and you're in the Discord, and if you're a subscriber and you're not in the Discord, I highly encourage you to join us. We're going to be doing mini games, and it's looking like, according to the poll, we're going to be playing Bed Wars, but you definitely have the option. So when you sign up, you can go. I think there is Bed Wars, there is Murder Mystery, and of course, well, my finger doesn't want to go up. The third one. Ow. This finger did not want to go up. There is three choices. I just forgot what the other one was. Build Battle, Murder Mystery, and Sky Wars? Oh shoot, dang it. We're one above. That just hurts me. Yeah, so anyway, everyone sign up on the sheet, join us. It is on the 11th next week. So if you're a subscriber, definitely sign up. We'll play some games for a little while. We'll probably do it after the stream. It looks like on my schedule, we're gonna maybe do it after the stream, but I'll let you know a little closer, but it'll be definitely on that date. Why is this line up, but this one's not? Oh, there is a step down. Okay, I see how it is. I see. Jeez Louise. All right, let's grab some of this. Wow, it is so dark in here. That's why we're gonna do this like super duper duper quick. Because it is incredibly dark in here. All right, let's jump up here. There we go, awesome. So let me check it with the chat. Q&A Scar, did you buy the not a flamethrower? All right, let's have therapy time with Scar. No, I did not, unfortunately. I was going back and forth, right? I mean, it's an expensive item. I mean, how much am I going to use it? How much am I going to need in medical costs for burning my skin? You know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I wasn't gonna burn myself. Everyone always said, you know, Scar, you're gonna burn yourself. Maybe it was like the Christmas story with the little fellow who shot his eye out. So maybe that would have been the case. It's so dark I can't see what I'm doing.
PSSD guys, sign up for Sky Wars lol.
Sky Wars. There is a little bit of competition in the chat. I can see. There's a little bit of competition to see who gets their game selected. So if you're a fan of any of these particular games, campaign as much as you want. Go in the Discord, make a campaign poster, be like, I choose this for the future. Yeah, something like that. It'd be amazing. So yeah, back to the flamethrower. So yeah, no, I didn't get the flamethrower. I wanted it. I really wanted it. I wanted to have it like behind me. It would have been fantastic. Maybe we could have made a video of me going psh, psh. It would have been the best times. It would have been the best of times. But unfortunately, I didn't. You know, you snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose. There was only 20,000 of them, and they're all gone now. And it's a sad, sad day. It's a sad, sad day. Did anyone get it? Like in the chat, were you one who got the Elon Musk flamethrower for the Boring Company? Which I want to point out real quick that it's really interesting that they're funding their company via like merch, which I said in the last stream. Like I think that's actually pretty cool. Like I think that is actually pretty awesome that instead of going to the banks.
Hashtag mouse squad vote murder mysteries, smiley face.
All right, there we go. Mouse Squad votes murder mysteries. So that's one. So how about some of those Bed Wars people out there? Are you in support of the Bed Wars? Are you in support? Thank you so much for the bits, Tajin, Weaveman. Very much appreciated. Let's see here. Everything is so dark. It is so hard to see. There we go. Run those guys across here. There we go. Let's see. Not allowed to have them in the UK. Augie, they fixed that. It's called not a flamethrower, which I don't think is going to probably work, but you got to give it to people who want to try. You know, I wonder if all the people who ordered these things that it's illegal from where they're at, maybe they'll have like a resale event. It'll just be a resale event. That'd be great. That'd be great. Then I'll pick up one. I got a flamethrower, my mom doesn't know. That just comes in the mail and you're like, it's the Boring Company, it's okay. Let's see, Q&A Scar, will there be a monument in Scar City? Oh, a monument. So like commemorating a great moment. Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, we'll think about it. The thing is, we got so much to do. We got so much to do in so little time. That's why I'm like full on. Like right now, my health is fairly stable, which is really nice. And I'm able to get like a lot of stuff done. You know, we're able to get, you know, the streams going. We're able to get the videos. I mean, 2 videos a week for the last 3 weeks. Like to me, that's a big accomplishment and I'm quite happy about it. But I'm behind, if you will, in my videos. You know, we're at about 57 episodes at this point. And I'm just behind a little bit. You know, the community area took a long time. There was times where we didn't have an episode for an entire week because some of the episodes took an entire week to create. And then just getting sick so much this year that it's really put me behind. But I think looking at my base at this point, you can start to kind of see a little bit of progress start to emerge. Like you can look out and you'll be like, yeah, I can see what's going on here and it's starting to look decent. Q&A Scar, can you build a jelly statue in Scar City? I think I would hire False to do it.
The
She would do a
USS
better
Good
job than
Times.
me,
This
for
is
sure.
your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
JHer340, thank you so much for the 10-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Glad to hear that you're feeling good. Well, thank you so much for the support. It is a very much appreciated, my friend. Very much. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? 10 months. 10 months in a row. That's amazing. Let's see. Q&A Scar, will you ever prank Mumbo? We did prank Mumbo. The Vex squad pranked him. Probably in like 5 minutes, we're going to go over to Iskel's and look at the prank that we did today because I just want to see it again. We did prank Mumbo. It was with the, I know it wasn't correct, but like the Babushka doll prank. So we had the real Minecraft Elder Guardian and then another Elder Guardian that we built out of clay above it, and then a really gigantic one above it. So he just kept having to like mine his way through the Elder Guardians to get there. That was the prank we did. It was super fun. It was super fun, and Mumbo liked it, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Very fun. But yeah, Mumbo is actually in the prank that we did with this skull. He's in the little boat. He's the little hip Hermitcraft Environmental Protection Agency. You've heard of it. You've seen pictures. And yeah, it was good fun. I wish I could actually see what I'm doing here. I don't even know if you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Everything is just black. Everything is just black. And I'm just randomly placing blocks, hoping that they're in the right spots. Let me check on the chat. Q&A Scar, I've not seen the past episodes in streams for 4 weeks. What have I missed? Well, my friend, you have quite a bit of fun to catch up with. I'll give you a little hint. We worked on a shop in the community area. We've been working on our Nether tunnel here, which of course is an upside down Scar City. We've built a Scar Scraper. We just today did a prank on Iskel. Did I just call him Iskel? Iskel. We have pranked Iskel.
Welcome aboard the
So
USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
First Lady, thank you so much for the 16-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Welcome back, and it's great to see you. Great to see you. And yeah, thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. Q&A Scar, what plans do you have for the future buildings in Scar City? The main thing right now, like Augie said, I'm pronunciating over the. I mispronounced it. I know, it's okay. I'm trying to get the Scar Scraper, which is the center building, built, and it is a pain. It is a pain because I have like a high standard, I guess, for it, and nothing seems to satisfy that. At some point, I'm just gonna have to get over it and just do what I have. Like the building, I built a building. Like I built it in a test world because I was so dissatisfied. I'm like, I'm just gonna build it, and it's good, but I feel like it could be better. There we go. So I'm just kind of like, just randomly placing blocks here and there, just trying to get a design. One concern I have is this spawnable? I don't know how gas spawns work. So I think my best bet here, I'm actually going to put this in my offhand if that helps at all. I don't know what the spawn rates are. I don't know how that actually works. So I'm going to start placing carpet down just in case. I don't want to gas. I don't like gas. They're not fun. I don't like that. Checking in the chat. Season 5 has no end date that I'm aware of. Yeah, there is no end date for season 5 at this point. There we go. There we go. Boom, bam, bam, boom, bam. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Very good. There we go. There we go. Awesome. And we'll run this guy all the way across here. So. Whoa, hey-o, what's this? Oh, that's just the light source. Oh, no, that's a hole. It's so dark, I didn't know that was a hole. Let's see, Iskel Prank was probably the best episode of Hermitcraft. Dude, that's amazing. I'm so glad you enjoyed the episode that Cub and I put together there. I'm very happy. I'm not flying. I need a little more pep here. There we go. I'm so glad you liked it. That makes me super happy. There we go. Flying on down. Very nice. There we go. We should be good now, right? I mean, hold on, get that out of there. There shouldn't be any opportunities for like spawning because I think they need more than like 5-6 blocks, something like that. How's the redstone working for you, Scar? Good. I'm learning. I got the creeper farm, and I think I learned redstone pretty well this season. I'm pretty happy with it. When there is a new season coming up, I've got a lot of other ideas for redstone. We did a lot of like kind of ridiculously large structures within the season, like the creeper farm, the sugarcane farm, things along those lines. I have ideas for slightly smaller in scale redstone things that we can nail off right at the beginning, and instantly start collecting good amount of resources. Is that a Gabe? Welcome, Gabe. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Let's see. Are you considering recruiting new members of the convicts? The convicts choose you. We don't choose the convicts. So, actually, I feel like I butchered that saying, but that's okay. Yeah. We'll see. There could be new members. If you guys wanted a new member of the convicts, who would you choose to join the convicts? Let me know. Let's see. Let me check it with the chat. See what you guys are up to. Let's see. Q&A Scar. Still remembering the Sugar Baron. Always. We must always honor the Sugar Baron. The greatest Sugar Baron of all. Scar. I have so much sugar cane. I have no idea what to do with. It's so bad. Let's see. Let me check in the chat here. Let's see. Rascal Wolf coming in with Tango. We got Asuma. False would be good. Like False knows how to prank. She's a good builder. That would be a decent choice. That would be a good one. Joe, he could just make us laugh the whole time. Zuma, good. Mumpo. All right, interesting. I like it. There we go. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. All right, let's add just a little bit of glass. There's my glass. Beautiful. Jamma, yeah. Jamma would be better than Azuma. Jamma. I'll just never. Oh my gosh, I thought we did something wrong. I thought for a second that maybe something had spawned here that shouldn't. Why am I not putting glass down? Oh, get out there. Hold on, why is this not working? What am I doing? Oh, there we go. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Jamma is Azuma. Scarvis mispronounces his name. It's hilarious. It's a whole thing. Let's see. Mumbo wants to do more pranking. Well, there we go. Mumbo can be an honorary Vex. Get him in. Tweet him. Let's see. Oh, I'm glad, if you say that he's wants to do more pranking, I'm glad we asked him, because it was just kind of random. Like, Cub's like, do you think Mumbo would want to do this? And I'm like, we should try. And yeah, then we got him on board. So yeah, I'm glad Cub's like, we need somebody in the boat. We need him. We need Mumbo. I'm glad he came up with that. That was great. Put that right there. I'm checking what is like not a hole and what is a hole. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. There we go. All right, let me check in with the chat here. Checking in with the chat. Or maybe Evil X. Ooh, we could have an alliance with Evil X. The Vex and Evil X, an alliance. An unsavory alliance between two corrupt evil corporations. Just joined the stream. What's working on that? Why am I so bad at? Why am I so bad at reading things? What's Scar working on right now? We are just about actually finished up here, working on the tunnel here in the the little bridge here in the Nether. We're just building one on the backside here, so if you come out of this portal, you don't have to walk all the way around if you don't want to fly. So that's what we're working on right now. So just taking care of some business, my friend. Let's see. Well, my cat's, I think it's the moving text. I think it's sometimes like when it moves, that's when it gets me. That's when it gets me. There we go. Because when it moves, I read the line below it, and I gotta get better at that. Let's see. Okay, let me try this again without it moving. Well, my cat's cute. She looks like jelly. Then I thought, ooh, that's awesome. The Vexen Evil X. Let's see, given the chance, would you sign up to be one of the first Mars colonists? Is that glass? Yeah, that is glass. That's a good question. You know, it appeals to like, you know what I would say? I would say this. Like if you had like a, either way, you'd probably die on Mars, right? Either way. So like if you, I guess you just gotta think like, do I want to die on Earth or do I want to die on Mars? Do I want to have an adventure that no one in history has ever had? But I'm gonna die. I don't know. You just gotta think of that way. Like you are the first. You will be like the founder of Mars in a way, right? It's got its appeal to it, doesn't it? It's got its appeal for sure. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't know. It sounds appealing. It sounds appealing, but in the end, would it be? Like, would you really want to go and live on Mars and presumably, like, die on Mars? Because most likely there's not a lot. Is this? Okay, that's that. Okay. You know what? I almost forgot about this red stuff. Red stuff. I don't have the red stuff. Oh, Iskol, do you have the red stuff that I dream of? Let's see. So yeah, let me see what you guys got. Would you do that? Would you go to Mars? Would you do it? I'd do the moon. There's a better chance of coming home and still going on a pretty sweet adventure. Let's see. Looking for some supplies. Oh, I need some red stuff. Oh, he's got no red stuff. Shoot. I guess I didn't realize that there wouldn't be any of the things that I need. Okay, so he's got nether brick here, but like none of that red stuff. Oh, shoot. What is this? That's red concrete. Well, we can work on the rest of it later, I suppose. Oh, that's a shame. I was sure there was some in here, but I guess it's been raided, unfortunately. I don't know what that cart's for. I'll go to Mars. No internet on Mars, so I'm not going for sure. Yeah, I would. That would be something I'd be like, you know, it'd be great if we get a little internet action here. I keep looking in the same chest, just hoping it'll change, but it's not. I just know there was some here at some point. There was a bunch of nether. Oh, hold on, let me get out of here. Cub has that farm. I wonder if he would mind if we paid a little visit. It's for the hub, Cub. It's for the hub. I don't think you'd mind. All right, let's go visit Cub here. I'm just trying to think. Maybe in one of these chests on the sides, maybe? I know we had some here ready to go. Darn it. There was a whole bunch here. Mrs. Yeti Whiskers, welcome to the stream. Darn it. Huh. There was some here. Like oh well. We'll go to Cub's farm. It's for the community. It's for the community. By the way, Cub has a gold. No, the gold tooth's gone. No, that was the best thing I've ever seen. Cub for like a day had a gold tooth and it's gone. No. Oh, that makes me sad. That was amazing. Oh, I loved that thing. Dang it. The gold tooth was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right, let me check in with the chat. Let's see here. Let's see. Scar, what should I name my new cat? Oh, my brother's actually naming, he needs a name for a new cat. He's got a little orange kitten, and we're trying to come up with a name for the orange kitten. I think my mom like thought of like Marmalade. So yeah, in the chat, let's come up with some cat names because we're trying to come up with a cat name ourselves for my brother, and we're not 100% sure. Q&A Scar, what do you watch? Do you watch The Experience on Sci-Fi? No, I've never heard of that song. Brandon, I'll have to check that out. Okay, where's that farm of cubs? Wow, it's a little laggy. Here it is. Nice. Good old Cub. Hashtag cat names, that's right. Hashtag cat names. Hashtag cat names. Okay, I don't want to break it, so you guys are gonna have to tell me how this works. I don't want to break anything. I just feel like I'm gonna break something. See, there's like bouncy pads. Like, this is like a bouncy castle. See, there's a button here. Like, I don't know what that button does. I'm really worried. I'm really worried. Oh, look at all the awesome cat names in there. Yeah, keep those cat names coming, guys. Keep those cat names coming. Mr. Marmalade. Well, hello there, Mr. Marmalade. Tell her. I don't want to break this cub. I'm so sorry. Press the button. Cub, the chat said press the button. I was like totally against pressing the button, but the chat said it would be best. Oh, that's amazing! Except we have to replant that. Oh, that is really cool. That cub and his inventions, that's really cool. Look at it, it's just raining on us. Oh, look at it go. Oh, that's fantastic. And our inventory. Is there a crafting bench? Oh, perfect. All right, so how do we make this stuff? So nether wart block, it goes in there like a so. How do you make the bricks? Do you just go like that, or like, woo? No, definitely not like that. Huh. How do you make the other things? Maybe you need to combine it with something? I'm sorry to litter, Cub, but it's for a good cause. It's for the community. You smelt it. Oh, so you smelt this down and it creates the bricks. Oh, okay, perfect. Because I want those dark red bricks that are super, super nice looking. All right, there we go. And there should be, yes, sirree, there's just a little bit more. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. And it sounds like we broke the music because that's the way we roll. Music breaking things. There we go. Awesome. Give that like, oh, geez. Okay, that did break. Darn it. Like I said, I gotta do a new music service. I use Spotify, but it could definitely mess up every once in a while. Is it working? There we go. There we go. It might be a little loud because it's always broken. Okay, let me check in with the chat. You craft it. Replant it. I will replant it. Who do you think I am? Don't replant it. No, we're going to replant it. I'm just trying to... Oh, you guys are right. I actually should save some of this to replant it. I was just getting a little carried away there. Yeah, so you guys got to let me know how to... you guys got to let me know how to do the... make those bricks, because I've actually never made them before.
Cheer because I can. How's it going? Greetings from the mods at Dogcraft. Any quotes?
Peter Paul, thank you so much for the resubscription. I'm so off today. Thank you so much for the bits and dodging up, weaving. Thank you so much for the support, Peter Paul, as always. Thank you very, very much. I gotta think of a quote. I'll think of one. I'll think of one. How do we get up there to replant these? Here's not really a quote, but a way to live. Always replant. Always replant once you're done. Always replant. It's very nice to replant. always replant. There we go. Put that like so. There we go. Awesome. This isn't really a quote, but it was a funny thing. So The Office is one of my favorite shows of all time. And there was this episode where Michael Scott went to corporate, right? Music's a little loud. Let me turn that down. So he went to corporate, right? And Wallace, his boss, is in there. And Michael goes on like a 5-minute tangent about, like, he's trying to be like these inspirational quotes and what they'll live by. And it is the best. I'm gonna link that in the Daily Scar. I'm gonna for sure link that in the Daily Scar because it is hilarious. Let's see. It's wart and nether brick. Oh. Okay, so that's how you make this. You got to mix a little. You got to get some stuff together. Okay, I see how it is. There we go. You have no idea how high I can fly. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Very, 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 very good. And then we'll run that all the way across. Beautiful, wonderful, awesome. There we go. Click that. There we go. Boom. Nice. Awesome. And there we go. Beautiful. One of the things that I hear, like, people always say, like, let's see. Hold on. Let me cut this one. Oh, no. Cub, I'm so sorry. I failed you. I thought you could break this back down into nether warts. Don't tell Cub we haven't replanted, like, how many more floors? Oh, no, there's so many floors. Okay, I promise you, I will AFK here, and I'll have this replanted. Just don't tell him till it's fully replanted. I'm so sorry, Cub. I'm so sorry. It was an accident. I didn't know how it worked. I was trying to think of, it's just, nothing's working today. Nothing's working. Let's get out of here. Let's just get out. Oh, we're out of here. GoodVodsWithScar, welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's great to have you. Let's see. I love cats. So Scar, I see you're still rocking that Christmas sweat. No, no Christmas sweat. You didn't see anything of cats. Nothing. You saw nothing. Don't tell Taylor. Don't tell Taylor. I need to do it. I will have the Christmas skin changed out by at least next week. It'll happen. It'll be great. Everything will be fine. I'll have my steak. Everything's good. Everything is fantastic. All is well with the world. All is well. Ow! Hey, what the heck? I'm trying to fly here. There we go. There we go. The Christmas spirit all year long. That's right. That's right. We're going to have the Christmas spirit all year long. We're going to be making Christmas trees and ornaments in the community area. It's going to be fantastic. There we go. All right. Back to the dark place. So, how did we figure we were doing this again? We needed, like, nether wart, I think. And maybe some smelting. Here, I think it was smelting, right? I think that's what we came up with. I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. Let's do it. Let's go over here. Oh, come on. There's nothing left. There's no feel. Oh, man. We're just... You know, we should have built a tunnel, to be honest with you. See, I need to make that nether brick. Ooh, what's this? I'm going to take that. This is just a disaster. There's no feel. Everything we tried. Ruined. Gone. Only 325 days. You know, that's good. You know, do I want to actually take off the sweater knowing that Christmas is coming up? Because what if I forget Christmas is coming up and not wear the sweater when Christmas does come around? That would be disappointing. Let's see, nether wart and nether brick. Okay, so it's nether brick, you say? Why am I always falling in holes? I'm like 5 seconds from just leaving the nether and never coming back. Absolutely never coming back. Let's see. Let's make some nether brick. There we go. Okay, so I have nether brick and I have nether wart block. I'm leaning towards the fact that it's probably not that. I'm leaning towards not that. The thing is, there were the materials I needed were in here like 2 weeks ago, and now they're gone. The original nether brick. What's original? What's original? Hold on. Can I just knock that out? Let's go to the blocks here. Let's take a peek here. Here it is. Okay, what's the recipe? I forgot the recipe book did that, by the way. There we go. Now we know. Look at us. Look at us, guys. Look at us go now. We're like professionals. Except now we only have 3. Let's see. Let me check. Do I need your permission to name my cat Shelling? No, you can name your cat whatever you want. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's amazing. We got 3. Really doing good. Watch this. Boom. Bam. There we go. That's how we roll. We even have another one. Man, we're like rich. Oh, we're too short, by the way. We're too short. There we go. Look at that. Fantastic. Isco's gonna be so proud. Isco's gonna be so proud of us, guys. Gonna be so proud. All right, well, let's just do it. Let's do what we have. So we'll just put these guys along here, just similar to the way Isco did it. And it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, let me check it with the chat. Let's see, Tinfoil Chef should join the convex. Yeah. The thing is, the convex don't get chosen. You know, you don't be like, I want to join the convex. The convex chose you. That's right. It's a ritual, actually. It's a ritual. There's some fire. There's some cake. It's a whole thing. There's also land boats, because everyone needs a land boat in their life. Yeah, there we go. That looks fine. Tango has an AFK Nether wart farm. Really? I might need to swing on over and say hello to Tango. There we go. Put that right there. So I'm kind of just being easy with this stuff because I think the bricks are a little bit better looking. So I'm just putting this kind of sparingly around, just kind of adding little details here and there.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Dark, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? And let me tell you about the benefits of joining the Scar Squad. You've got your chat badge. You got your jelly emoticons. You can join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. And thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? Very much appreciated. There we go. Put that like that. Boom. Bam. Nice. This is actually starting to look fairly decent. Okay. We're gonna go and visit our buddy Tango for his wheat farm. Neverwort, not wheat farm. My brain is like scattered. Actually, I'm gonna take one of those with me. There we go. And I'm gonna put the rest of this in here because I am that kind of guy. Like, I'm just an organized kind of person. There we go. Put that in there to burn later. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back. Awesome. Okay, we're off to Tango Land. Off to Tango Land. We're gonna ride all the rides. Gonna play all the games at Tango Land. Okay, this is actually super sketchy and scary here. Okay, we're gonna be real careful about this. Real careful about that. No, I'm not gonna jump. Yeah, I would save 5 seconds of travel, but that's okay. I'm not really interested in going in the lava today. Careful. Okay, we're good. We made it. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, where can I find this delightful farm? Where does he keep this delightful farm at? Oh, ho, ho, where is it? Because it's okay if we borrow it. It is for the community, remember. See you later, Rascal. Thank you so much for coming out. Very much appreciated. Hope you have an excellent rest of the day. So you like super awesome viewers out there who know where this farm is, let me know. I've actually never seen it. I know he had like his cactus farm and stuff like that. I don't know where it is. Darn it. I wonder if it's somewhere like not in the vicinity. So that's that farm. I don't see it. Underground beneath one of the pillars, I think. Okay. Shoot. I wonder if he has like some hanging around. He'd be like, hey, Scar, you can use that. It's for the community project. Sure. I hate rifling through people's bases, but I really want to help finish the Nether as much as I can. Because I think that benefits us all. So stealing a little bit of his Nether wart probably would be okay. It's underground.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Meat Boy, thank you so much for the 10-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. 10 months of good times. That is awesome. 10 months. Very, very much appreciated. Can we get some 10-month resubscription? Hop in the chat. Very, very much. Let's see. Under the big pillar. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. So, big pillar. Beautiful pillar. Important pillar. Oh, this looks promising. This looks promising, guys. Ooh, my. Yeah, this seems like a great idea to go down here. Okay, we're here. This is great. Oh boy. Wow, this is. Not messing with anything. Wait, I saw something. What was that? I saw something. Okay, it was not what we needed. These are not the droids we're looking for. Okay, we're down here now. Whoa. Redstone. Oh, this is amazing. But it's not what we're looking for. It's not what we're looking for. Ooh, this goes even lower. Let's go lower and lower. No. Okay, this is a failure. This is a failure. Uh-oh, now where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going at this point. That's the witch farm drops. I know. I'm looking for the wheat. Or not the wheat, but the nether wart. Okay, so this isn't what we're looking for. Oh, crud. This is sealed off, too.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Cosmic Dancer, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? And welcome aboard the Starship Good Times. Let me tell you about the benefits of joining the Scar Squad. You got your chat badge. You got your jelly emotes. You can spam as many of those in chat as you want. Join us in Discord. We'd love to have you. And thank you so very much for the support. Very much appreciated. And remember, guys, join the Discord. And next week, we are playing mini games together on the 11th. So sign up on the forum in the event section. And then definitely let us know what game you want to play in there. So this is yours, Tango. I've stole these. I'm sorry. Here, you can have them back. All right, we got to get out of here. How do I get out of here is the question. Okay, we're up. Oh, that hit my head. Oh, no. One more hit. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so we learned something today. That's not the nether wart farm. Today, we learned something. We should put a sign. This is not the nether wart farm. You're warned. Okay, well, you know what? As frustrating as it is, I think we'll have to work on that rest of that walkway later. I should have checked before to make sure that there was a wart there, because there was like a chest entirely full of it, but somebody used it.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Frustrating. Gamer Chick, thank you so much for the resubscription. Very, very much appreciated. 9 months in a row. Amazing. Glad to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing well too. Welcome back. It's great to have you. We're having some failures here, of course. We're having some failures. Cub fans, nether wart farm. Yeah, I'm gonna probably head back there just AFK. We used up all that we could there because I accidentally made all of the same block, unfortunately, and then don't have enough to regrow the rest of the farm. It was a problem. It's okay. It's fine. All right, so we'll work on the rest of that walkway later. It was totally my fault. I should have checked to make sure I had those particular resources that I didn't have, but that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna work on some other things. But before we do that, I want to head to Iskul's base. I want to show you guys the prank just for fun, just to kind of give us a laugh after we had our unfortunate failures. You know what? I kind of wonder now. We may have used up all that brick for this portal now. Yeah, that may have been where it went. Rip. Rip. But I'm just glad that we now have that other walkway back there. It's gonna make travel much easier. Everything's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be awesome. Yeah, that actually looks really cool now. Anyway, let's go and look at that prank, because It's kind of amazing. So I'm really glad too that people seem to like the prank. I know it's the last prank. There were some people that got a little bit upset about the cathedral, but come on, that cathedral was amazing. That cathedral was amazing. Just a great place to worship the Vex, because you can never really worship the Vex enough. You can never really worship the Vex enough. You could worship them to a point that the Vex may leave you alone and not prank you, but the possibility is always there. It's always there. It's always there. Let's see. Have you checked out Mumbo's Nether Wart Farm? No, I have not checked out Mumbo's say that 3 times fast. Mumbo's Nether Wart Farm. There we go. I haven't been back to Mumbo's base since the prank. He lives a long ways from me, and it's out in the ocean, and I always get lost. It's a whole thing. I've lost my items before. It's just not pretty. Let's see. Funny that in the end that we came to Mumbo. Good old Mumbo. All right, there we go. Let's fly over here and see. Maybe he's actually cleaned it up. I wouldn't even be surprised. He just came in here and just completely like wiped it all out. Oh no, it's still here. It's still here. Oh, he took out that sneaky little rapscallion Iskall. He took out our birch chairs. He took the birch chairs down. Oh, he took the birch chairs down. That is fantastic. Like I said, guys, if you have not seen this prank yet, definitely check it out on YouTube. It's kind of a different way of doing pranks a little bit. It's kind of an unfolding adventure, if you will. Yeah, so that's the thing. So yeah, Iskall's had some problems around here. The Scallions got out of control, and the Vex couldn't help him because the Vex couldn't help him because he didn't pay tribute to the Vex. And we only help people pay tribute. And there's the HIP, Hermitcraft Environmental Protection Agency boat, being taken down into the depths of the sea. Poor little Mumbo with his little Rose out there trying so hard to save it. Lost it was. Lost it was. Now he's got like a little gem up here. Oh, he took down reactor number 2. Oh, he took reactor number 2 down. Ah, he's cleaning this place up, huh? That's pretty good. So yeah, definitely check out this episode because there was the whole reactor he took down. Haha. That's fantastic. Maybe we got him. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad he's over there messing with some things. I'm looking forward to his response. If anybody's gonna get us back, it's probably going to be Iskall. A lot of people don't want to get us back because they know the Vex are powerful, very powerful. It's true. It's true. False tried. False tried. But you know what? You know what the Vex decided after that? They appreciated her efforts. That's right. She tried to get back at us. You know, a whole Captain Jack's revenge business. We appreciated her. We appreciated her building skill, and we appreciate that she thought of Captain Jack. And she made a statue, a monument, if you will, to the Vex. And like I said, we appreciate that. We appreciate that because everybody knows getting back at the Vex don't work. The Vex have destroyed all the other factions, right? The Vexes have destroyed the NHO. They sent them to extinction. As Cub always says, we sent them back to extinction. We burnt down the Viva Revolution of Vegas camp, so we burnt that down. So yeah, we're the last remaining faction. It's true facts. True facts. True Vex facts, by the way, which means it's 100% true. All right, I'm glad we took a look at that. Anyway, let's go work on some other things together. Let's go work on those tunnels. You guys actually wanted to see those Scar City tunnels. Let's go. Oh, we should probably work on this actually. Yeah, this is what we should work on for sure. Let's start building some buildings. So let's get some concrete and let's start building some of these things. Yeah, this will be fun. So let's grab some of that. Let's see. Hey, Scar, I looked up where Tango's Netherwart farm is. It's directly under his... Oh, it's under the iron farm. Okay, thank you for taking a peek. I will definitely visit that after the stream for sure. Get enough weather wart. Go and replenish Cub's farm so I don't feel so bad. and then finish this bridge. There we go. Grab that, grab that. There we go. Let's just grab a couple random materials and we'll kind of see where it takes us. Grab that there. There we go. Let's grab just a little bit more white, and I'd like a little light gray. There we go. Very nice. Awesome. Very nice. So yeah, I think what we need to do is we need to build 2 additional towers as far as I know. I think there's 2 additional ones. Let's see. I have light gray. I have cyan, but I don't have space gray. Let's see. Where's space gray? There it is. Nice. Beautiful. All right, let's go. Let's get busy. All right, let me take a peek. At the chat here. Let's see. Vex's Artifaction. They are a Rebel Alliance. Ooh, I like it. Rebel scum. Beautiful. I like it. They are a Rebel Alliance. I like that. Let's see. Scar. When is Scarland coming back? My friend is coming back soon. So it wasn't last week, but it was the week before. I believe Elven Mage. Yeah. So Elven Mage came with a really great idea, and it was to take Scarland, the existing Scarland, and then import it into a brand new world. So everything we built, we kind of copy and pasted, put it in a new world, and it should fix all the issues we have. Like we don't have ends, we don't have structures, we don't have any of the good stuff, right? So if we were to do that, that would require a lot of work. Like I talked to Augie about it. Augie knows some of that technical stuff, and it would take a big computer to do, like to render that all out. So it's a big challenge. But I'm gonna get it done. I promise you that. We've got to get it done. To be honest with you, we have to. It's important. It must happen. It's just gonna be a big challenge. It's gonna be a big challenge. So I want to do another Scar Scraper, and I want to do it right here. So I'm just kind of lining it up. Hey, Gast, no, can you stop that? Thank you. Let's get the gray out of here. Let's grab a little of that. Beautiful. All right, let me check in with the chat here. So yeah, that's our challenge. We're gonna totally. No, Yeti, no, not Scar Sloth. We're making progress with it. We're making progress. It's gonna happen. No Scar Sloths. Do I have a green building? I don't think I have a green building. Let's go get some green, and we'll make a green building. Oh, that's a green building. Never mind. We'll still build another one. I like green. Let's see. Let's check this out. I'm just looking for like different variations in colors that we could use. Oh, I'd like to use a little orange. Yeah, let's do orange. Orange is the best. Maybe bits at a time. Yeah, that would work. My only concern is if I do it, oh my gosh, there'd be like, everything would be like not aligned perfectly. It'd be like slightly askew. Be slightly askew. Maybe. It's the perfect reason for a slot. This is true, Taylor. This is true. Let's see. You can change if your world generates structures using MC Edit. I think we've tried that. The issue is like we've talked about before. I'm just trying to like scale up the color here and just see. I don't know if I'm gonna do that much orange. That's a lot of orange action. Hey, Gast, I'm gonna turn you off because nobody cares about your meowing. You remind me of my cat, and she's in trouble right now. There we go. Yeah, don't have to hear you. It's kind of like Jelly. I turned Jelly off, so I don't have to hear her because she's in trouble. We don't have to get into that now. Q&A Scar, what? Scar, what? Where you? Wait, I'm confused. Scar, you and Cub doing with? Oh, Ren. Wrong visible on the screen. Wait, I'm confused. I'm slightly confused. The Vex would like to prank Ren. The reason the Vex would like to prank Ren is that Ren disparaged the Vex by, first of all, not paying tribute. By not paying tribute, I'll tell you that. He did not pay tribute. Also, he didn't know who the Vex were. That's right. The nerve. The Vex will be paying a visit, a proper visit, a full visit, a fun visit. Oh, we'll be paying our visits. This is good. I think the gray looks nice. What if we did maybe like another line going up the center, maybe? It's a little still heavy in orange. Maybe if we did it in white. Yeah, let's try white. No, it needs to be darker than orange. The accent needs to be darker. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. My like dyslexia, Peter Paul, is like at 110% today. Like when I've been reading stuff today, it's like the letters are just going like a swirly whirl. Scar. Like I read things and it's like doesn't make. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just sometimes it's worse than others, especially when I'm tired. Like it just spins. What were you and the Cub doing with Ren? The derp had the wrong screen visible on stream. Okay, so that was when we were scoping out Iskel's Island. I'm sorry. Sometimes like I seriously I read things and it just doesn't make sense at first. I don't know, it's a whole thing. I'm sorry. Dyslexia on 500%. How often do you use auction? Is it only some days? Ooh, I like to use a little of this. Let me pull in some of that. We can use it in a future build. I'm supposed to use it all of the times. I do take it off here and there in the day for sure. To be able to talk, to be able to make videos, to be able to stream, things like that. I would make it maybe like a half an hour a stream, like talking before I'm just like, and then, you know, doing like physical things, stuff like that, sleeping, all these things. But it's supposed to be using it all the time, but I sometimes don't always follow the rules. But it, you know, I really should. It would make me feel better, probably make me have less headaches. But sometimes cords and things, they get to you. There we go. So put that across here. The reason I'm doubling it up, just so you kind of don't see the nether rack back there. So just kind of building that up there. Nice, beautiful.
No worries, Scar.
No worries.
Ren had the wrong screen on stream when you and Cub ambushed him, but you were just scouting. Lol, smile.
Yeah, we were scouting the region. A lot of scouting. The Vex are constantly. Ooh, you see netherrack in that corner. You know what? I think it's fine because you're not going to go past there. Yeah. So let's see. Cut this piece all the way out. There we go. Awesome. Yeah. So Cub and I were actually. You know what? I think we had actually already established what we were going to do, and we were going to start the prank. As far as yeah, we were going to start the prank. That's right, because we started at like an hour later or something from when that happened. Actually, no. The meeting, we scouted the meeting, and then we started the prank. There we go. That's how it happened. Yeah, and it was the Vex. So yeah, I tried to suffocate Ren. I tried to suffocate him a little bit. Let's see. Let me check on the chat. Also, if it's Bed Wars, I'll teach you how to play the game. You know, I could use a little help. I could use a little help when it comes to Bed Wars. This is really fun. So I played Bed Wars with Iskel and Stress once. This was maybe around Foolcraft 1, not Foolcraft, Foolcraft. And I'm not saying I'm bad at the game, but I was more like interested in like jokes than being like really serious. And so we were playing, and we lost one game, and then the second time, okay, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna focus. I want to win. I want to win for Iskel. Stress. And so we're going there, and I come up with this like foolproof strategy. My job was to protect the bed at all costs, right? So I came up with this whole strat about like I made this cool pyramid, and then I put like water like flowing down the sides, and you know, aesthetically it was looking really nice actually. I was quite pleased with myself. But the issue was I blocked in the forge and Iskel and Stress. And the other issue was that maybe or may not be the water was flowing into the little room with the forge and drowning them. And they never wanted to play Bed Wars with me again. Oh, it was such good times. I only wish that video was recorded. I only wish that was recorded. It was such a great pyramid. Like, I gotta tell you, it was very nice. The water, everything aesthetically was great. I feel like the other team was impressed, you know? They were like, that's a good strategy right there. We're gonna have to take note of this. It's true. It's really true. That's true. Let's see, Scar, what is the current number of children? $28. I think we lost one. Yeah, I think it's around 28. The mines, you know, it's hard work. It's hard work. Some aren't cut out for it these days. It's okay. It's hard to get good help these days. Let's see. Let's put that down like so, and let's go back up here. I just keep thinking about that pyramid and like, yeah, I don't think they're gonna want to play with me anymore. You know. Good times for sure. Let's see. Note to self: keep Scar away from the bed. I'm good. I've learned lessons. I'm totally capable of proper like bed precautions. You know, I know the strategies. You got to like build around the corners. It's the whole thing. I still think the pyramid was better because you got the nice flow of the water down there. It looked like a fountain. It was great. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. People remember it. Those people we played against, they remember it to this day. Maybe there's even a monument somewhere for it. You never know. Design is a strategy. Here's the deal. Most of my designs, you know this, in Minecraft, things along those lines, I'm very Apple-like. Design over function at times. Like the Apple mouse. Where's the Apple mouse? Here we go. Okay, well, it's kind of broken. But anyway, the Apple mouse is like beautiful. It's sleek. It's clean. It's really great. But their infinite wisdom thought that it would be a good idea to put the charger like in the... Okay, well, my cord's not long enough, but I'll demonstrate with my chapstick. They thought it was a good idea to put the charger on the bottom of the mouse so you can't use it when you're charging. Why not put it to the side, the front, the back, anywhere but the bottom? Anywhere but the bottom. It doesn't make any sense, but I still love you, Apple. You're still great. We appreciate you. Okay, let's jump down and take a look at this. Okay, that's looking decent. We need floors, so I'm gonna go get some quartz. Let's see. Why am I walking into the wall? Because I was reading the chat. Music is still broken. Seriously, you got to refresh this page like 9 times for it to come on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why Spotify's like this now. Might be a particular build of Chrome. I don't know. Is it working? I think it's working. I think it's actually working this time. There we go. Let's see. If we had charging mouse pads, you can charge it while you play. Gamer Chick, that's amazing. I never thought of like charging mouse pads. That is really, really cool. When I do get a new mouse, which I'll probably get a new mouse maybe this year, I think. I'm kind of looking, I'm in the market for a new mouse. I've had mine for a very long time. There's nothing wrong with it, so I'll probably end up not actually getting a new mouse. The reason I would like one is there's some that are weighted. There's weights in the very front of them. And the issue a lot of times with FPSs, I like lift up and it kind of throws my aim off. So there's weights that keep that from happening. So I could be a little bit better aim. I don't know. We'll see. I've been considering getting a new mouse. There we go. Put that down like so. But I've loved my mouse. I guess it's like a Razer Death Adder. I've had it since 2012, and it has never ever failed me, which is quite nice. I appreciate it. I appreciate its efforts. And I have beat this thing. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. I have beat that thing. But I don't know. Razer, I'm not sure if I'll get another one of those. I'll look at all of the mouses. I'm open to all of the mouses. I'll take Q&A Scar. Let me check in with the chat here. I wish I could be as good as you. Dude, you're better than you're better than you think you are, my friend. The best way of getting better at building, the best way, and the way that I always tell people is you gotta practice, my friend. You gotta practice all the time. Think of something you built really well. Think of something you're like super proud of. Build it 3 times. Build it 3 times. Third time, I guarantee you, you're gonna think of different things. You're gonna think of different ways of doing it. By that 3rd time, it'll definitely help you. And when you're building, like just go into a creative world with like a really, really open mind. And just build, just play with little things. Don't go in there like, all right, I'm gonna build this. It's got to be perfect. No, you want to go in there clean. You just want to be in there to have fun. Because I'll tell you, anytime you go, like if you're gonna like practice or something along those lines, building stuff like that, and you go in like with just like, all right, I'm gonna try to get the best thing ever, and it never works. You got to come in there with a really, really clean mind. Listen to a podcast, maybe pull up Netflix, something like that. So there's some sounds, some things going in the background that you're like half paying attention to. And you get kind of in a nice flow state, and you just start rolling. You just start coming up with little things. and just practice. Practice, practice, practice. That's the only real way anything ever happens in the world. Is practice. Nothing ever comes easy. Everything comes with a bit of practice. I think that's good for now. I'm gonna pop out of here real quick. There we go. Of course, we're gonna fix that so it's seamless again, so it looks nice. Let me check with the chat. I wonder if they can beat Logitech with price. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know about prices. I don't know about like the technology, other than those weights. I want those weights. I want those weights. I'm really caught up on the weights at the moment. I think that's probably good. I think we can take this and run this back across here, and everything should be fine in the world. Oh, I see what we need to do. Never mind. We need something at the bottom. Yeah, we need something at the bottom here. What is at the bottom is the question. Oh, I think I know what we're gonna do. I think I know what we're gonna do. Gonna run this across here. Let's see, Q&A Scar. Would you choose team action or team comedy? Team action or team comedy? If we're talking about like a movie, I'd probably say action. The reason is there hasn't been a lot of like comedies that I've really liked lately in the last few years. There hasn't been too many comedies that I've been like, haha, that's a good one right there, love it. There just hasn't been a lot of them, unfortunately. I'm sure there is, I just haven't been caught up on them. So I'd probably say team action. Why are you wasting blocks like that? Have you watched my streams or videos before? It's just a common occurrence here. That's why I spend hours collecting resources. I'm like, why don't I ever have what I need? Because I'm wasting it all the time. Razer sticker price costs $200. That is a lot of money for a mouse. I'll tell you that right now. It better have a darn good weight. That weight better be gold. Those weights that I want better be gold. Very much so. Some of the blocks that I'm wasting a little bit because you have to have this glass in a very specific order to make this foggy effect. So yeah, some of these blocks are just gonna have to be wasted because they have to be in a very specific way. Very specific, my friend. How's that looking? Oh, I love it. I love how these buildings just kind of like just go into the glass. Fantastic. Hashtag Scar can't read. Yeah, I think that's looking good. There we go. Yeah. Well, that block could come down one more. Yeah, we gotta do it. For sure. For sure. Needs to come down by one. Jumping on down and adding one more block. Boom. Boom. Bam. Cut that block out. Oh, wait. This one needs to go there. Correct? Or did I give something? I give something up. Dang it. This is why we can't have nice things. There we go. Put that one there, and that one goes around like so. Perfect. Nailed it. Nailed it. Cheap USB mouse is best for me. All I do is play Minecraft. Yeah, that's probably where I'm at, actually. I just play Minecraft, but when I do play PUBG, and I haven't played it for a while, I gotta play it again. Yeti, we gotta play PUBG. I feel like when I'm like aiming, so I'm taking my mouse and I'm like it's just that flip up thing. And if the mouse had a little more weight, I don't know. I just feel like that would be great. Okay, let's grab out some of these guys. So if that's 2 blocks, we go like this, and then space it out by like another 2. I like that, actually. That's not bad. That's not bad. I wish I had some of these down there on that row right there, but that's okay. That's okay. I think this is good. Q&A Scar, do you have a PS4? I do, my friend. I do. I have not turned it on for many moons. Very, very many moons. But that's okay. There we go. Put that across like so. And all the way up here. Yeah, you know, the thing is with YouTube is there's just sometimes just not a lot of time for miscellaneous things. So I have not had my PlayStation on in a very long time, unfortunately. But that's okay. Once there's a great game again, I'll pull it out. I'm just really disappointed, to be honest. This gaming cycle we had, you know, the gaming cycle I consider maybe like from October to November was very bad. It was very bad. It was actually incredibly disappointing. We did not get a lot of good games. I mean, Star Wars Battlefront couldn't have been a bigger disappointment. What else was a disappointment? COD was okay. I will say that Call of Duty was okay. It didn't keep my attention for very long. That's all I'll say. I liked it. I liked the time that I played it. I had a lot of fun with my friends, but it just didn't capture me as much as other CODs used to. Maybe it's me, maybe it's the game, I don't know. But I'll say it just didn't capture me. Battlefront 2 is just, yeah, it was just awful. Actually, I didn't play. I can't really, well, I played the beta, so I do understand from that perspective, but the whole microtransactions, just the whole attitude around it really turned me off, so I wasn't interested. I like that. That's not bad, actually. So we got to do a top. How do we do a top? What should we, well, actually, that's the bottom because it's upside down. There you go, Scar. Good job. What do we do for the bottom? Well, let's just go up there. We can't really figure it out until we're actually up there. Let's see. Nintendo was my gateway game that led me to a PC user. Interesting. Yeah, Minecraft. I used to have a PC, but all the games that I ever wanted to play growing up never worked. I was just constantly in a state of like buying a game, finding out it didn't work, never been able to return it. It was a complete disaster. Then I got my first console for a while. So I was a big console gamer for a while just because I was tired of dealing with PC nonsense. But when I got this computer and, you know, got back into PC stuff, like super glad I did. There's so many just really, really amazing indie games on Steam. Like nothing like too big and flashy. Like I really love like inventory, like management games, like resource management things, simulation, those things you can't really get on a console that I missed a lot. And it's been really fun to play those again since I got this computer. Speaking of this computer, I'm still looking towards replacing it. At this point, it would be a terrible idea based on the cost of graphic cards have gone sky high in the last 2 months. But with the massive decline in Bitcoin at the moment, maybe prices are going to stabilize a little bit. We can only hope. So we can actually have our graphic cards back. Let's see. I'm going to cut out this block right here. I'm going to run this guy inside. There we go. I'm going to swoop on the back here, and I'm going to click that and run that back like that. Very nice. Just joined. What are you working on? Well, my friend, we are working on our nether tunnel here, which, of course, is the upside down. So we got our upside down road, we got our upside down buildings, and, of course, our sky floor down below. We were working on the nether tunnel like walkway, but it was a huge failure and we don't like to talk about it. Things are going much better now. Things are going much better. I think you should make a upside down fountain at your base. You know, somebody had mentioned in a comment actually that it would be really great to do the kind of portal design somehow incorporated into the skyscraper. So maybe a particular floor was like a research facility and just like one floor is kind of warped and messed up and then the portal's inside of it. It's a really cool idea. Man, I just wish I could nail that skyscraper design. I will. I'll tell you that. Have you ever played Tropico? No. I remember B-Dubs playing that a while back. It looked fun. Like, it actually looked fun, but no, I've never actually got into it. Wow, that was actually a long time ago that I watched B-Dubs play that Let's Play. Ha, that was a while ago. That was definitely a while ago. Q&A Scar, could you play Build Battle or something after the stream? After the stream, I've got a few things to do, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Got some thingamybobs to get to after the stream. I've really got to get some videos planned. That's what I actually have to do, is figure out that design. Okay, I like this, and I think that's actually working up there. Do I have an Ender Pearl? No, of course I don't have an Ender Pearl. Why would I ever be prepared? So the things that I do have to figure out for... Actually, let's go take a peek at that real quick. Just give us a little time out of the nether. Sometimes it's good to get out of the nether. You get a little crazy in the nether. I do. Okay, so these are the things that I have to plan, and I have to get this done by this weekend. So I got to spend a lot of time, like, just thinking. A lot of time thinking with Scar. We need a bridge right here, and we need like a very like beautiful, modern suspension bridge. So think of the 2 bridges that we've built in Scarland. So if we built that, you know, across here, I think that's good. So that is number 1. So that's one of the things that I got to work on. Next thing is continuing the Scar Scraper. So thinking of what we're gonna do for the Scar Scraper, of course, and then flying on down here. One of the other things is to figure out the landscaping. So we kind of have this pentagon, or yeah, pentagon, I guess would be the right word, design right here. And so what we need to do is we need to combine this level with this level. So, you know, using a little bit of cyan, some of the lawns, kind of bringing those together to the Scar Scraper. I'd like if there was some fountains. If you remember, the good Jamma made a video. He made a video about a fountain design at the beginning of the season 5, and it was like there was water, and then there was using like a particle, like particles, and it created this like crazy effect. I'm gonna look for his tutorial on that, and what I want to do with that from like the first time I ever saw him when he made that tutorial, I was like, that's got to be a fountain design. That goes across here. So we got to definitely make that happen for sure. So yeah, I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, Scar Scraper, we got to make those fountains from Azuma. What phone do I use? I think I have the iPhone 7 Plus. I don't think it's the 7S. I think it's the 7. Yes, it's the 7 because haptic feedback or snap touch or whatever they call that thing came in the S. So that's thing. Okay, so the bridge, Scar Scraper, the landscaping, go find Azuma's tutorial on that fountain design. And then the next thing I gotta come up with, we got a lot of stuff. The landscaping for this section. So how we're gonna incorporate these buildings into the landscape. So each thing needs its own kind of unique like thing that brings it together. Hey, Silver Fox, welcome. So getting that together. Continuing on, start to just kind of, I think this is more just thinking what the next buildings are. Figuring out how much more time we have, this and that and the other thing, but figuring out what goes in these locations. So these are the things I'm going to be doing this weekend. I have a lot of like thinking.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Aaron Ishad, thank you so much for the 12-month resubscription. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Holy crap, I haven't got the stream in so long. But, well, it's not technically 1 year from the day I subbed by Twitch. It's actually 12 months. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Loving the gold badge, looking super fancy. And yeah, can we get some resubscription hype in the chat for that shiny new gold badge? Looking super fancy. Wow, I actually gonna need to dump something off here. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Please build an opera house. Ooh, that'd be fancy. I saw this. There's an interesting video about the Sydney Opera House, and they were showing like ideas that it could have been, and it's one of those times when you're thinking like, I'm glad somebody made a good decision for once, because there were some really boring designs that would have just been like, but they actually took it the extra mile and made like a really cool and unique design that's like iconic to the Sydney Harbor. Like some of these other designs, I was like, oh, thank God they didn't pick those. Like those have been the most forgettable designs. Sometimes you gotta be bold, right? Gotta be bold with your designs. Gotta be bold. Gotta take those chances once in a while. Gotta take those chances once in a while. Speaking of, well, this has nothing to do with what we were just talking about, but I finally saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And I liked it. I'm not like the hugest like superhero guy. Maybe that's a reason why I kind of like Iron Man and I like Guardians of the Galaxy. They're a little different, right? They got a different vibe to them. It's the reason Joe Rohde decided, I think this is what I've gotten from an interview he had was that he went with Guardians of the Galaxy because it had like a different vibe to it when he was trying to find a superhero property to put into the parks. And the way he explained how he chose it, why he chose it, it was a good decision, I think. Even though I disagree with the way they did it and what they took out in its place. But I'm gonna go with this. But I just like I like that movie. It's good. I just like the vibe. The characters are cool, and it's just different from the rest. Also, whoever the art director is for that, I like you. Some of the interesting, like, there's some really interesting details in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like at the end, there was these weapon pods, and they were like little phaser banks or something, and they moved around the ship like these little balls on these tracks. And then they all like came together and shot like a bigger laser. Like that was really unique and really like creative to think, instead of just making blaster cannons, you had all these little individual blasters on like tracks that move around. That's really unique. I really like that detail. Really like that detail. That was excellent. Very nice. GG's to you. It's a really small door. It doesn't meet the scale of some of these other buildings, but I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's just gonna be okay, guys. I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay. Make a fire station. I have a really cool fire station for Scarland that I've never built. All the supplies are actually in the location. Then the reason I didn't build it was literally the day that I got on Hermitcraft and I got distracted. And then I started building the Scarred Ranch and all that stuff, and I never built it. I'm gonna build it, I promise you guys. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be the best fire station ever. It is actually really cool. The Opera House is a Danish design. Ooh, fancy. Whoever made it, GG's to you. Like ya, you're important. All right, let's take this down. But yeah, I like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's good. It's a good show. I love the one part when he's like, so this is what they all are listening to on Earth. And it's a Zoom. It was like who made the Zoom? Was that a Microsoft property trying to compete with Apple's iPod? I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. The Zoom was Microsoft's attempt at taking on Apple. Didn't work out so good. Didn't work out. Hey, get back here. Get back here. Yes, it was Microsoft. Okay, good. I'm glad. I was worried that I had that wrong. I'm glad. Oh, that's good. I laughed pretty hard when I saw it. I haven't seen that in years and years and years and years. Do you have any tips for making custom trees? Custom trees. Good old custom trees. Important custom trees. When it comes to custom trees, my friend, I've made a lot of videos. It's kind of hard to explain. I've said before when it comes to landscaping and landscaping's a, hold on. This is gonna go like this. Okay. Making a tree is kind of a feeling more than like any real technical stuff. So when you make your trunk, you want to kind of bend it. And when you add your leaves, you want to start with kind of a ball, but then start to like extrude and pull apart the tree. Make the little hanging pieces that kind of hang in the wind down below. Look through some of my creative house tutorials. I do a far better job explaining what I just said in those. So yeah, I would encourage you to check out some of my house building tutorials, like the landscaping ones. And I definitely give some tips that are better than what I could give right now in those videos about trees. But like I said, just think about it as more of a feeling than any like technical thing. And what I mean by that is you're trying to create something natural and very like, in nature. So you want to like make sure you think about where the wind would pull the tree, why it would lean to one side, and how that would affect the branches and stuff along those lines. There we go. Run that all the way up. Let's see, Q&A Scar. I have a great idea. You should do the Tangler with CubFan. CubFan already did it. We had a plan to do it together, but it was one of the days I was very sick, so we weren't able to do it. I'm totally up for the Tangler. If anyone you guys know of on Hermitcraft that hasn't done the Tangler yet, I'm up for it. Be good times. I heard there's prizes, and I love prizes, and I'm always there when there's prizes. You can count on that. So yeah, if hugs from Portugal. Well, hello there, Portugal. Thank you for the hugs. Yeah, so yeah, if there's people on Hermitcraft that hasn't played it yet, which I don't know who has and who has not, Yeah, let me know. Here's a question for you guys. Hold on, we're gonna do some science after this, by the way. I got some questions. Okay, we're gonna need lime green. So let's go grab that. Q&A Scar, I have a great idea. Oh wait, I already read that. I already read that. Let's see. Okay, Mumbo. There we go, Mumbo. Good Mumbo, important Mumbo. Yeah, so if there's anybody out there that hasn't played it, go tweet him. Scar's looking for a pal. He needs to play the Tangler. Good times, important times. I'm gonna take out some of this because my inventory is kind of crazy. I'm looking for some lime green. Here. Not getting a lot of lime action. Here we go. Right in front of me the whole time. Didn't even see it. Scar, can you make a theater? Here's the thing. Here's a build idea I have. So I was blown away by Cub fans. His farm with the villagers. You know how the villager can like pick up the wheat and throw it? Like I was blown away by that. Like, I didn't even know that was like really a mechanic till this season. I would like to try something similar. I would like to build a stadium, like a sports stadium, and then have them down like on a field. Like they're like if the villagers like playing some kind of game down there. So we build up a stadium, we build that in the center like a field of some kind. I think it could be a unique take on a design for those, like just an aesthetical design. There's not a lot of like mechanical things that you can do different, but I think that would be actually pretty fun. You have all the villagers down there like looking like they're playing some kind of football or something. All right, let me check in with the chat. Favorite piece of modern architecture, like a skyscraper, a house, anything. Ooh, that's a good question. Modern. What have I seen recently that's amazing? That's a good question. I'm like drawing a blank at the moment. Skyscraper wise, there are some really cool ones. I'm still drawing a blank. I feel bad. I was just looking through a long list of skyscrapers that are under construction in the United States, and there are some cool ones. Okay, here's one. Here's a cool one. We talked about this a little bit in the last stream, I believe. In modern day, a lot of architecture and modern design. So you could build like, say you're building like a large glass skyscraper. So big old glass skyscraper. The way they're building these things these days is just so generic. Oh my gosh, I fell off. Are you kidding me? They're so generic, and they could be built in any city. So some of these skyscrapers could be built in San Francisco. They could be built in New York. They could be built in London. There's no unique take to them. I think something's being lost in architecture that is the uniqueness of the city, like that unique design. So I finally saw a building being built in New York that just screams New York. It's like amazing. So it's kind of bronze. Like it has like a really kind of neat like bronze look to it. It looks like something like Batman would live in. It is really, really, really cool. Unfortunately, I don't know the name, and I can't give any more details than that. It's just cool. But it's a really cool building, and what's unique about it is it's very kind of like Art Deco in a way. A lot of like lines, like straight lines. It's kind of got a bronze tint to it. It's really cool. And when I look at that, it's like, that's New York. Like that's a perfect building for New York. And it's not that all these buildings they're not ugly in any way. It's just sometimes they don't reflect, I feel like, some of the city. Because each city, at least in the past, did have unique architecture. And I think in some cases we've lost a little bit of that by just having kind of the same old design over and over and over again. All right, let me check in with the chat. Hugs from Alaska. Hello, Alaska. Thank you for the hugs. What do you think of the Hermitcraft recap? I love the Hermitcraft recap. Good guys, important guys, hard workers. All the hermits really, really appreciate everything they do. They put in a lot of work. So if you guys aren't following the Hermitcraft recap, definitely do so. Hit that subscribe button on their channel. They're great, and if you miss a week of the videos, you can totally catch back up. And if you see something you're like, whoa, I gotta check that out, and then you head over there. It's a whole thing. You might see hermits that you didn't even know much about. Like it's amazing. It's really cool that we have such a cool resource. There we go. Jump up here, boom and a bam. Cut that block out like so. That's not perfect, that looks ugly, but you know, sometimes you gotta have sacrifices. Yeah, that building looks great. Another building set up and ready to go, looking super fancy. Yeah, loving it. I love the latest Convex non-prank. That would have been a better title. Welcome to the Convex non-prank. You should write my titles for me. You came up with a better one than I did. Scott, what is the next big project in Scarland? I have a couple ideas. One thing I've always wanted to do is build a farmhouse. I'd like to build a farmhouse. That's one. So I'd like to build a farmhouse. There's some things that would keep me from doing that because I don't want it to be exactly the same as, say, the Scarred Ranch house. But I don't think it would be in a way because the farmhouse would be more of like a prairie house. On the prairie, you know, you have like rolling fields of wheat and things along those lines. Whereas the Scarred Ranch house was more, you know, up in the mountains, you had a cattle ranch and all that stuff. The problem with the design is in some ways I can't make that design that I want in Minecraft because we don't have the right color woods. It's a reason why I really want a dead wood in Minecraft. I want there to be a wood that's like a dark gray. And so I want it to be slightly off-white, kind of a grayish, kind of dead wood color. And you would be able to find it in forests. It's the trees that's fallen over. It just sounds like a cool idea. It's kind of a rare wood. It's just trees that have fallen over and you can harvest it off the ground and it's like a darker gray wood. It's a unique thing. I think it would be really fantastic. But we don't have it. Rip. Rip. I think it would be fantastic. I think it would be a great addition to the game, just having a unique kind of color, but no, it's okay. We're gonna get turtles, and turtles are fine. I like turtles. They're important. There we go. And let's see, we'll cut these blocks. Let's put this one here. There we go. And then fill in this section so this kind of creates that little bit of a sky effect. Beautiful. Let's cut that down.
Welcome
and
aboard
away
the
we go.
USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Fluffy Bubbles, thank you so much for the subscription, very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber? Hop in the chat. Fluffy Bubbles, I like that name. I had to say it one more time. Let me tell you about the benefits of joining the Scar Squad. You got your chat badge, your daily emoji accounts. You can join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. And thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated, Fluffy Bubbles. Very much appreciated. Where's Jelly? Probably doing terrible things. Yep, terrible things. Let's see. We need one more tower right here. What is the design? What is the design we shall choose? Trying to figure out. What do we do for this one? I'm trying to think of color-wise. So we've got a really nice orange building. We have a blue building. We got a purple building. We got another blue building. We've got a green building. We got, what is that? Teal, turquoise, something. So what's the next color? In the chat, color. What do you guys want? What's the next color? What's the next color? Think of also in terms of the buildings around it, like something that would at least look decent in the vicinity. We don't have like kind of like a silvery gray building, kind of like we have for dueling towers. Like something like that would look fairly good. Make a purple colored building. Well, we got this one. Well, that's a wall, sorry. That one, so that's kind of purple. Yellow, that's interesting. I never even really thought of yellow. Stan's sandstone. We could do pink. We could, maybe. Well, I don't have any pink material. Red would be interesting. I think it would actually look decent next to the purple. It would be a little much with the orange and the red. Yellow and green together. I see where you're going with that. This is Wild's Night. Welcome to the stream. I see where you're going with that yellow and green business. Trying to think. I kind of lean towards a little bit more of a neutral build color. The reason being is we have like a bright orange and a purple, just so it's not like over the top. Because if we did like I was thinking red, like red would be good, but it might be a little much. Packer colors. Yeah, I got the Packer colors going on there. That's funny. I'm kind of considering doing a neutral building just because I don't want to like clash too much with the purple and the orange. They already are pretty strong in color. Let's bring out a little bit of detail here and just see where it's going to take us here. So we got these options. You know what we could do? We could try to make dueling towers. So let's think about this. Let's think about this. Okay, this is kind of pushing it. So we could do right here, and we could go here. Shoot, we don't have enough room. I should have done it on this side. Dang it, that would have been cool. What I'm trying to think of is how we could do the 2 towers. Well, we are going to expand this wall a little bit. We are going to do that. So if I went up like this, what if I did something like this? No, there's still not enough room. Yeah, the dueling towers, like 2 towers connected in the center, would have actually looked really good on this side. Oh, I should have thought of that. We could still no, we can't do it that way. Dang it. Okay. Well, all right, that's fine. We'll think of another way of doing it. Q&A Scar, Mumbo has done it. All right, Mumbo has done it. I'm the only person that hasn't done it yet. No, I think I saw, let me see here. Hold on, let me go up. I thought I saw Epic say that Ren already did it. Yeah, everyone, Ren released a video today where he does the Tangle Rilizuma. So, and then Mumbo's already done it. So I guess, you know what? It's just, there's nobody left. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just do it by myself. I'll go right through it. Just like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. All right. This is bugging me because all I can think about is exactly how I want to do it with that. So, yeah. I'm not gonna do the dueling tower. It's okay. We're not gonna do it. Go like that. We're gonna give ourselves a little room over there. How much do we have in the center? So that's a 1 block center. Okay. What if we did something like that? 2 windows on either side, 1 block in the center, 1 on the corners. Perfect. Beautiful. Awesome. Let's see. Let me check with the chat. Q&A Scar. Can I do it with you? That's awesome, man. Let's see. Mumbo hasn't done it yet. Neither has Ren. I'm just getting a lot of conflicting information. Let's see. I don't know. I keep thinking about how I want to do this with the dueling tower, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it, Scar. It's not gonna work. Quit your whining. Quit your whining, Scar. There you go. You stop whining. We're real proud of you. Podcast update. Podcast update. The Disney podcast update with Scar. So we have a name. I think we're pretty well set on a name now. We got an idea for a logo. I've thought in my head how the first episode is gonna go, and we're getting very close to the podcast. I don't want that to be. That's a little too close to that building, so we'll cut the white out. So yeah, very close to getting the Disney podcast. I already have 2 listeners down. Remember, I got 2 listeners that are totally ready to go. So if you guys want to be third, you want to be my 3rd listener, you let me know, okay? So we've got Mrs. Yeti's the 1st listener, Massadul's the 2nd listener, and the 3rd could be you. It could be you. You could be our 3rd listener, and we'd appreciate you. We'd appreciate you a lot. We appreciate our listeners here at the not telling you what the title of the Taylor's gonna be our 3rd. There we go. Taylor's gonna be our 3rd. Awesome. I'm glad some of you guys are excited. For the 1% of the audience that's like, I love Disney talk. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. You know what? If we did this like two variations, like dark to lighter, we could do like a stripe of red in the center. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world if we did a little red. Yeah, so if you're not familiar, I've been talking a little bit about it in some of the streams. My brother and I are going to do a Disney podcast, talk about, commentary, news, things along those lines. The first episode is going to be pretty awesome. I'm going to lay out my ideas that I have for a better Paradise Pier, and I think it'll be pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm very excited about it. I'm trying to decide. So I've already done the blue, so I can't do the blue again. So let me go back and look at my colors. Yeah, I'm not gonna reveal the name yet, but it is incredibly silly and it will make you laugh. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you it'll make you laugh. I'm gonna try red. Let's see how this looks. This might be a little crazy. This might be a little crazy, but that's okay. Sometimes it's good to get a little crazy, right? Sometimes it's good to get a little crazy with Scar. Yeah, I think this is a good decision. I think this is a good decision. Originally I was, I didn't want it to be heavy. I didn't want it to be heavy in terms of like a lot of color, but see how it's very subtle? I think that's good because it's not too much, because we already got a bright color on either end here. And then we'll do something in the center, like window-wise and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think that's good. Let's get a little scaffold material. That's not scaffolding, that is. Let's roll. The chat is broken. The chat is broken, everyone. There we go. Oh, cut that out. Okay, so here's a question for you guys, actually. So I've got the first episode planned, but what like, if you're a Disney fan, like, particular things that you guys may be interested in us talking about, like new rides, history, our experiences, which would be actually kind of amusing, story time with my brother, which I think could be really cool. This is my envision, because my brother's a very creative writer. And I feel like we could have like a fun like story time with my brother. Like he could come up with some like outlandish like theme, or like some kind of outlandish story about Disney. And I think that could be a really, really fun one, because he used to do that on this like a Disney message board. And I mean, they weren't always the biggest fans of it, but I thought it was amazing. Anyway, I think that could be really fun. Like if we had like crazy story times with my brother. So that's one. Disney ride ideas is totally up my alley. Like I've got a couple good ones, specifically a restaurant that I think could be really, really cool. My ideas for how Paradise Pier could be better, things along those lines. So yeah, let me know if you guys got any ideas. Like shoot it to me on Twitter, let me know in the Discord, anything along those lines. Shoot it in the chat here. I'd love to hear about your stories and experiences. We've spent a lot of time at Disneyland, so we've got some. We definitely got some. Let's see, the new Star Wars movies could be a good talking subject. I actually haven't seen the new one yet, so that's got to be a thing. That's got to be a thing. Gotta see Star Wars movie. Gotta see Star Wars movie. Oh shoot, we're bumping right up against this. Shoot, we could always move it. We could always move it a bit. Yeah, we could always move that a little bit. It's a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. That is okay. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. Sometimes you need like you need something, you need something new in your life to like really like dive into, and I'm looking forward to figuring out the worlds of podcasts. I think it's gonna be really fun. And it's just something silly for me and my brother. My brother and I both we just need something like this. And plus, it gives us a good excuse to do stuff together, because he lives a long ways away from me, so this is a good way for us to do stuff together. Let's see, Q&A Scott, what platform will you be using for your podcast? So that's what we're trying to figure out. So I think we're probably going to have it. We're definitely going to get it up on iTunes. We're definitely going to have it on YouTube. But as for some of the other like ways of hosting podcasts, we don't know yet. Those are things we'll kind of learn as we kind of go along a bit. But yeah, lots of possibilities. But definitely on YouTube and Twitch for sure. It's going to be audio. Maybe someday we'll consider like a video of some kind. But for now, it is just going to be audio. So just a bit of audio. One thing I got to think about is a bit of music. Got to figure out a little musical intro. I think could be very fun. Very fun. Very fun indeed. So yeah, lots of fun things to look forward to. Trying to think. There's some other platforms. I was trying to think in my head, like, what are those things? So there's like Stitcher. There's other podcast platforms. We'll figure that as we go along. I think just to start off with, it'll be perfectly fine. Like, have it on Twitch, or not Twitch, but YouTube, and have it on yeah, that's good. You know, I kind of like having this straight line going up. That is kind of nice, actually. It's simple. I need to change that block right there because it looks terrible. So yeah, we'll work on it. We'll come up with some ideas. Names are still a work in progress. Still a work in progress. We got like 9 million names, but we're narrowing it down, which is awesome. You know, maybe even carpets in the center could look cool. Yeah, carpets are awesome. Okay, so how far do we want this to go down? So we'll need to cut out these blocks right here. Okay. Q&A Scar, have the Lego Minecraft sets interested you at all? I always thought they looked nice, but they seemed expensive for what you got, so I never actually got any. I love me some Legos. I love me some Minecraft, but I always found the Lego sets were a little bit expensive for what you got. I figured there was like some big royalty costs or something involved. But yeah, I don't know. They always look cool, but I've never actually purchased any. I love my Star Wars Legos. I think those are actually some of the best for your value. It seems like in a lot of cases, like seems like you get a lot for your money when it comes to the Star Wars ones. They always seem like they're good. Oh, it's nice. There we go. And then we'll cut these guys out. Very nice, very nice. Swoop in here. Boom and bam. Bring that all the way down like that. There we go. I got a stack of Legos this high ready to go for our Lego streams. I just got to work out the green screen, reorganize my room. That's not the right block. Oh, I'm out of cyan. Okay, that's my issue. I just need some help at some point. Like someday I just need to like take my computer. I need to move it over about 5 feet. I need to set the green screen up. I need to set up this area so this becomes the Lego stream area and art streams. It's just a lot of work and I need some help. So yeah, eventually that will happen. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's see. I wonder if Disney has increased the licensing price for Star Wars and Fox Productions for Lego. Poor Lego. Not that I don't know. But I do know that, like I said, that you do seem to get a decent like Lego in a decent like price when it comes to Star Wars stuff. At least that's just in my experience with them. There we go. And plus there was a lot of really good sales on Star Wars Legos before Christmas. There was a lot of really good ones. How's that looking? Yeah, there we go. Super awesome. Beautiful. Let's see. When you do, I'm totally getting a kit. Not that I need an excuse to buy one. That'd be awesome if you guys built along with me. When do you intend to upload a new video? My friend, we had a video on Thursday and we had a video uploaded today. So definitely check out YouTube. And if you're not getting notifications that I've uploaded videos, make sure you hit the bell so you get notified, or follow me on Twitter, which is actually one of the better ways because Twitter, you know, it shoots out a notification every time I upload a video. So that's a great option too. So definitely hit the bell. Definitely follow me on Twitter if you're interested in always keeping up to date on the new videos. There we go. There's a really good one up today if you haven't checked it out yet. Let's see. The architectural kits are generally fragile but good. Yeah, I've liked those kits, but that's another one that seems like a little bit like you don't get a ton for your money. It's just like, oh, really expensive, like for like a little guy. They are really cool. Like I think they're absolutely beautiful, but it's just like, that's my sound effect when I look at them. I'm like, that's so expensive. There we go. I really love a high detailed space shuttle. high detailed space shuttle would be absolutely fantastic. Hello, what are you doing up there? Yeah, so that would be one I'd really like, is a high detailed space shuttle or the ISS. Ooh, I'd like an ISS. Actually, maybe more than the shuttle. Yeah, you know what? I would say I would really like a highly detailed, like the Saturn rocket, ISS. I'd be all over that. I'd be all over that. Yeah. I'd spend good money on that. Upside down cars. I can't even make a right side up car. I've struggled with the cars. They're hard. They're not working out. Man, I'm really thinking about that ISS Lego now. I need that. I really need that in my life. Lego. It's Scar. He needs a ISS Lego. Right now. Yeah, I love that. I'm still thinking about that because you could hang it up in your room. Like it could be like it's flying above. It'd be super sweet. Let's see. Let's head back down here. Grab that. There we go. On our way. I really enjoyed watching the ISS get assembled. That was really fun. Waiting for the different space shuttle missions, seeing which payload they had in them. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna be adding the last solar array, and it like completes the scale. And one of the best images was, I think it was a Soyuz left the ISS while the shuttle was docked. I think this is the case. And it docked, it came out. I remember how excited I was waiting for these pictures to get down. And it came out, it went up high, and it took images of what the space station looks like with the shuttle attached to it. They were such cool pictures. Really, really, really cool. Really, really cool. Now, if Elon Musk gets his way, if he gets his way with the big rocket that he's making, the thing is almost bigger than the space station. He had a graphic of it attached to it, and it's like, which one's the station and which one's the rocket? Because these are both huge. Let's see. I am looking for dark green. Dark green, dark green. Where are you? Come to me. You've lost. Where to go? Ah, here we go. There we go. All right, onwards and upwards. It's actually cat. Ice in the Nether. Yeah, it works out. Works out. Actually, I didn't know if ice worked out in the Nether, but it works just fine, turns out. I'm actually quite happy about it. It doesn't make sense. Like, you'd think it would just not even exist, but I guess Mojang never thought of that. Oh, that is oh no, we got to do one little quarter. But look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about this. We have this back wall. Looks terrible, right? Actually, this is the front wall. So what we're going to do is I want this to be very nethery, you know? I want it to be kind of like stuff like kind of like growing outwards. So maybe take some obsidian, maybe wrap it around some of the sides of the buildings. And then on the outside over here, we are going to make a giant scary cat. So similar to what Azuma did kind of over there, but it's a giant spooky cat. That was like Cub Fan's idea. He's like, you got to do a spooky cat. And I'm like, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. So that's a good thing. So we'll work on that. As for the back wall, I'm still a little bit unsure how to do this because I want it to like go off into the distance and look like it gets smaller and smaller. If that's, I don't know how effective I can make that happen. It's a bit of a challenge. Like I don't know how effective I can make that look. I think we can do it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put some more thought into that. But yeah, look at that. We got both these towers built, got the walls assembled. We had our failure of our bridge over there, but at least we got something actually done right. Let's see. What was your reaction to the Boring Company flamethrowers? I jumped on Discord with Cub and we talked about it for like 2 hours. I was super excited. I never pulled the trigger, unfortunately, and got it, which makes me super, super, super sad. So all these people are gonna have their flamethrowers. They're gonna be going. Psh, psh, psh. I'm just gonna be here sad, just sad, just tears, really, tears of sadness, disappointment. Yeah, sadness. Yeah, I hope he has something cool. The next cool thing he sells from the Boring Company, I'll be all over it. If he has a drone, flamethrower drone, I'd be totally down for flamethrower drones. That sounds like a good time. Sounds like best times, actually. Favorite BBC show, if you have one? Merlin. I like Merlin. Merlin was a good show, important show. Highly recommend Merlin. Very good. Very good. What was your favorites? What is your favorite Star Trek ship? I'm curious. You know that one, the one little, I forgot the name of it. I feel bad. The littler ship that is in Deep Space Nine. It's like a battleship. That's a cool ship. Like it's kind of small. You know, it's all armed up and ready to roll. I like that ship. It's kind of cool. But as for Enterprises, I would probably say that Enterprise. Once again, I don't remember if it's DC or whatever. I mean, the Next Generation one is just like a classic, but I do like Voyager. I think Voyager is kind of a nice shape. I think it's got a pretty cool, kind of more modern shape to it. But of course, Next Generation, the best one. Best one. The Defiant. There you go. Thank you. The Defiant. That's right. The Defiant. That's a cool little ship. I thought that would be a fun one to pilot, you know, doing your piloting. That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be awesome. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today as we got some stuff done. We had a little bit of failure at the beginning, but we eventually transitioned into actually being successful. We got 2 new skyscrapers up in the tunnel, got that done. So the only things we have to do now is the front and back walls. So get that all set up and ready to roll. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. And of course, if you haven't seen it yet, check out today's prank or non-prank on the Iskall of the 85th. And yeah, I think it was super sweet. And of course, guys, thank you so much for coming out. Mods, couldn't do without you. Fist bump of awesomeness. For everybody resubscribed and subscribed and all the bits, thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated.